Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So today I wanted to go over a mayor that, my God, is even worse than mine. He's worse than my old mayor in New York. He's worse than my new mayor in Austin, both of them combined. So I've been going over Flock and AI surveillance cameras that have been getting installed in cities around the country like crazy. And the series of videos that I've done here, for anybody who wants to catch up, I suggest watching some of these. You can also read this article on consumerrights.wiki going over Flock license plate readers. These are not license plate readers. These are AI-powered surveillance cameras that are able to tell that that car belongs to you, even if you take your license plate off of it, that are constantly scanning, that can be accessed by almost any Tom, Dick, and Harry that works in law enforcement. The main issue with these is that you're supposed to write in the reason that you're using it, and there are lots of cops in Houston that literally just write in ASDF or donut. I mean, it's essentially a system where you could figure out where people are going at just about any given time, especially if you live on a road where you need to use these to leave your house. They have been used for people to stalk their ex-girlfriends across the country. These cameras have gotten people held at gunpoint when they were innocent because they got something wrong. It is happening more and more often, and I've talked about it in many of my recent videos. So I've tried to get these cameras moved out of my state, and many of you watched the conversation and the back and forth with the mayor in Austin, and you thought, wow, like, Lewis, your mayor sucks. For a recap, here it is.
To rebut or respond to somebody they may not like that is signed up for general communication. And that's why your testimony is out of order.
So no discussion of cameras today at all, but that's incorrect. There will be discussion of cameras at noon. That is on the agenda.
Well, it's not on the agenda as an agenda item that allows you to speak to it.
Getting the mayor to admit that out loud, fucking genius. But believe it or not, our mayor is actually not even that bad. If you take a look, this gets considerably fucking worse. And I'm going to show you what happened in Denver recently. It might just make you happy to have either Kirk Watson or, I've never thought I'd be fucking grateful for Mayor de Blasio, but Jesus Christ. So this was a Flock safety contract that was proposed. They were looking to have a contract for $1,005,450. This is the invoice. These are the minutes of a meeting, a resolution approving a proposed mandatory agreement between the city council in Denver and Flock Group to provide solar-powered license plate recognition cameras. And this was an agenda item that was essentially 12 no's, 1 absent, 0 ayes. I'm not going to play the entire meeting, but I will leave a link to it down below if you want to watch as they talk and explain why it is they voted no on this. This is a 1 hour and 30-minute long video that I'm just not going to play because it's 1 in the morning, and I'm just doing this video because I have insomnia. So let's take a look at what happened. The mayor's administration unilaterally approved a new contract with the company in July worth $498,500,000. Now, why would he approve a contract for $498,500 instead of the $1 million contract? Why? That's a weird number, right? Well, in Denver, the mayor needs city council approval for anything over $500,000. So the city council voted 12-0 against these fucking cameras. These citizens came out, and you can hear them in this video talking about why they don't want this in their city. And the mayor decides, you know what? I'm not going to spend $1 million on it. I'm going to spend $499,000 because if I do, you can't touch me. You can't touch me. I'm not touching you. 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 Remember that kid in junior high school? Fucking piece of shit. There's no reason to spend $498,500 on something nobody wants when the rule is you can only spend up to $500,000 on something nobody else wants after it's already been voted on 12-0, other than that you are just an absolute unforgivable prick. I'm open to something in the comments down below if you have any sort of defense for the mayor here. But my God, what a piece of shit in my opinion. So I want to just expand on what it is that I was mentioning in the last video that I did yesterday, talking about the ideas that I would like to start fleshing out. These cameras are being put up everywhere, and it's happening because people don't know what's going on. It's happening because people are not showing up to these city council meetings, and sometimes it happens even when they fucking do show up to the city council meetings. So what I'd like to do is find a platform that is designed and works with all the 18,000 plus separate municipal governments and local governments in the United States that allows me to flag anytime something is mentioned related to Flock, AI cameras, live view technologies, any of this stuff. I want that to then go to a site. Moderators on that site will get a notification. If they check it and they see it's real, it's going to go on a calendar along with the place. People who've signed up for this site in a secure fashion will be able to get email notifications, or they can just see it on the site anytime that shows up in their particular area and it has been confirmed, and you can look at details and you'll be able to click, and there should be a little thing where you could see notes. So here's the link to it on that particular city government's website. Here's a memo from the moderator on like what this is going to be about. And we are going to also have a Zulip group, which I linked down below. Zulip is like Discord or Slack. It's open source, where any people can congregate to speak about this. So we're going to have separate groups in the chat room for every one of the different areas that's organizing against it. So you may not want to get notifications for what's going on in Custer, South Dakota, but you may want notifications for your home city or your hometown. And you may want notifications for the general group, or people are just talking in general, but maybe you don't want notifications for all the locales. Or maybe you do want notifications for all the locales. This is a place where people will be able to work together and organize their local community. So, like here, we got 20 people showing up on this day. Here's what we're going to do on that day. Hey, can you check my testimony? Do you think what I'm writing here is good for the conversation that I'm having with this chair of public safety and this committee based on his political views? You'll be able to strategize in that group, and I'm hoping that that is going to help get people together on it. I have over 129 unread emails at this point, and that's after spending a decent amount of time responding to all the other ones when I got home, asking what can I do, and we're working together to put this together, because some people are going to say, like, what is the city council, how do I vote, how do I leave my house, all that, like, how do I, like, what do I say, what do I do, what is a camera? And I'm putting together something for the people that are not going to just kind of run with what I have in the wiki and like look this stuff up and be self-starters. I need to put that together, and that's part of the work that I have to do. So I've been putting that together. I've been creating these like little rubrics of, okay, here's a starter package. Hopefully you can go with it. It's not all the information that you need, but it's enough that hopefully you can get started and start organizing things. And I'd like to start bringing attention to these. I'd like to start getting people to show up to them. And I'm not starting a nonprofit for this. I have 3 nonprofits already and 2 for-profit businesses. Like I have enough on my plate, and some of it is running and some of it is running into the ground. But like I'm managing several ships here. It takes months to register a nonprofit. In months, there's probably going to be another 30,000 of these cameras installed all over the United States, and I do not want that. I don't want that. Like the rate that these are being installed, something needs to happen now. So I'm going to be reading all your emails as soon as I have time. I promise. Just have a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to read as much of it as I can. I'm going to try my best to organize and put this together with some of the people that I know that would be helpful to help manage something like this. And we're going to push back against this as quickly as possible. Because if we don't, like there was one person in the chat that was saying, I'm introverted, so I don't really know about this. And it's like, bro, you're going to have to be extroverted real quick when you have to say cheese every single time you walk 5 yards, because you're going to be on camera all the time. Do you want to be on camera all the time? Not a camera that's owned by the pizzeria, that's going to their DVR with an 80 gigabyte Western Digital hard drive that police have to go on the door and knock to get access to, that the owner probably doesn't even look at. A camera that is essentially combined with a little ChatGPT-like thing, where like one person can just see 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 cameras all at once, and automatically at any given time figure out exactly where you are and where you went and what you were doing. I don't want to live in that world. Fuck that world. Help me make that possible. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. And if the mayor of Denver is watching, go fuck yourself. You're worse than my mayor. And that's saying a lot.